And welcome to another episode of the Mid-Week Geek with me, your host, Eugene, and as always, my wonderful, beautiful co-host, Dennis. What's going on, man?
Yeah, not much. I'm feeling much cleaner today. I shaved, I cut my hair.
All two of them. Good job. Oh, well, I mean, we're here for another Midweek Geek. I mean, it's been only a week since the last episode, and it's nice that I could actually be inside of my little, studio. I got to put a push pin back in there. That's rolling up. But to not have to have a green screen behind me is awesome.
Kind of nice. Yeah, I was going to say, it's kind of a nice feeling.
Yeah, well, we got to tilt this up a little bit. Right about there. Yeah, sorry, guys. There we go. That's better.
Taking you on a ride.
Yeah, well, it's also because you were able to see a little bit of the floor. I was like, I don't want to show them that. So, but anyways, guys, it's great to be on tonight. I mean, it's always fun to be on the Midweek Geek because we get to talk about all the nonsense that we absolutely love besides paintball, but we're also not getting angry because of this, because this is
paintball.
Yeah. Paintball causes anger.
It does.
But yeah, I mean, I was like, I'm gonna be honest, today I was kind of a little bummed. I was like, because I was working on something and I couldn't quite get the design that I was trying to go for, which is one for us actually going, and it was dang, sorry, I'm looking down at myself. I was gonna go live real quick, but I don't think this angle, that's a better angle.
We are live,
but we are not live we are live now on Instagram, and I wanted to, so everybody can see it and say, hey, we're live, guys. You guys got to come on here.
We're live on Instagram. Nice. You muted yourself, and you froze.
Gotta love the internet. But we're live, guys. We're live right now. So if you guys want to come on, join us on Facebook, Twitch, Instagram, or Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and look for the Geek Saga, and we're the Midweek Geek. And yeah, this is it. Look at that. Behind the scenes. All right, that's enough. Not going to go live anymore. All right, end that. Anyway, but yeah, so as always, we're going to start off by talking about one of our favorite things. We're not going to spend too much time on it, but let's pop it. You guys hear that? Dennis has got the cherry limeade, which I love. I've actually got something different too, which is the Warheads watermelon, the sour watermelon.
I was drinking the sour apple at work today, and everybody was like, "What is that?" I was like, "It's something you need to try right now." Yeah. Poured a little bit out into a cup for everybody to try it, and they were like, "It tastes like sour apple belt," and I'm like, "Exactly." That's exactly.
Guys, if you haven't tried Ghost, get some. You can get it at your local 7-Eleven, GNC, Vitamin Shop, Stater Brothers, Walmart, Target. They're all over now. It's a great energy drink. It's got the epic, the legendary energy, the epic focus, the zero sugar, and no artificial colors. They've got a lot of great things for it. It's got natural caffeine. It's got a lot of caffeine, but it's actually good. It doesn't give you that crash at the end of the like all those other energy drinks give you. And for us older guys, it doesn't give us the bubble guts, which is, I'm sure if Ghost heard that, they're like, oh, that's great. That's what we
they're
want
like,
to hear from the
oh,
product.
awesome.
Yeah. But
that's definitely something to market ourselves on.
Have a dude drinking some other energy drink and being like, oh, I gotta be right back. And then the next person's all like, what? Crack open a Ghost, drink that. I'm good.
I'm fine. I don't know what's wrong with you guys. I'm fine.
But check them out, guys. They've got a lot of great flavors. Just like Dennis said, they have the Warheads sour green apple. They have the cherry limeade. They have what I've got, which is the sour watermelon, which is all Warheads. They've got a lot of other great products such as protein shakes, pre-workouts, and a lot of great
pre and post workout. Yep.
Yeah. So check them out on Instagram, which is they've got Ghost Lifestyle, Ghost Gamer, and Ghost Energy, and of course their website, which is ghostenergy.com and Ghost Lifestyle. So there we go. Enough of that. Want to give a shout out to my new favorite soaps back here. Let's see. Can we get a close up of that?
I was just gonna say, can you zoom in on those bad boys?
I could, but I have to shift the whole thing. But Dr. Squatch, they're not just something that's on my shelf. They're actually inside of my bathroom.
Yep. I've got a brick of the pine tar sitting right here that I use every night for my shower as well. Dr. Squatch is amazing. They're amazing.
It's some great stuff, and they always come out with some really cool limited edition packs, like I've got up there, which is my Mandalorian pack. And now on their website,
you can still find the Star Wars Force pack on Amazon.
Well, you could actually, they're bringing it back on Dr. Squatch. Now you're able to build your own bundles. So go to drsquatch.com, check out all their products. They've got not only these wonderful soaps that are all natural, got some great smells, but they've also got deodorant, hair care products, and more for men, for us.
Yep.
So check them out.
For us.
For the manly men. Which I did not shave today. I hate that. But anyways, let us get into what you guys are here for, what all one of you guys is here to see. And I'm sure you're waiting for us to say something that might be of interest to you instead of just us being giant commercial whores for people that are not giving us anything, but we love their products. And someday they will. Someday they will see this and want to be part of us. But until then, for now, we're going to move right into This Week in the Movies. So this past weekend, there were two movies that me and Dennis were talking about last week.
Yeah.
One that was released on the 13th, which is a Thursday. The next one was released on the 14th. All other movies were irrelevant because, well, there really wasn't anything else that just opened up that was worthwhile. So the Pope's Exorcist, which I did not get a chance to see. I wanted to see it, but I didn't see it. I still want to see it. I might still see it this week.
Yeah, I definitely still want to see it. I was not able to get out to see it either, but I mean, I'm still on board to see this, despite the fact that unfortunately had a very kind of a poor opening.
You know what? I can't say that it had a poor opening because it made for the opening weekend $9 million. I know that's not huge. But there's still a movie out there, which we will bring up in a second or in a few seconds, but a movie out there that's still a juggernaut of movies. So for it to be coming in at number 2 for the weekend, that's not bad.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely.
So the other movie that opened up this past weekend was Renfield. And that was one that I did go see. And I mean,
to put it lightly, I feel like the best way to describe it, Eugene, is the movie was mid.
It was more like meh.
Yeah.
Meh. But it came in at number 4, and it's not because there were 3 other movies ahead of it that just opened up this weekend that were amazing. Yeah. Came in at number 4 because number 3, that is still hitting hard in the box office is John Wick.
Yeah.
So it's like, holy crap, John Wick 4 is still up there, which is awesome because I need to get out there and see it. I don't want to just watch it on TV because I've actually seen all the other John Wicks on a big screen. The unfortunate thing is that I did see them in a screen that was outdoors because I was deployed each time. So I had a sweaty back and dealing with freaking banana rats stealing my popcorn. So I want to see a John Wick in the movie theaters. So I got to get out there and see that. But he came in at number 4. Renfield came in at number 4.
Yeah.
So, dude, like it could have been a better movie. It really could have. And I know if John Wick wasn't around and the number 1 movie wasn't up there, it would have been number 2 in the box office. But the fact of it is that they didn't let Nick Cage really loose like they should have.
Yeah.
He could have been even bigger and grander and all this other stuff, but he wasn't, because they tried to like mesh a bunch of other stories in on it, and it was just like, we didn't need like Aquafina's story. We really didn't. She could have just been a character in the movie, but she had to have a whole story, and I don't think she's all that funny. Maybe I'm alone on that.
I mean, I'm definitely going to agree with you there. I don't find her brand of humor to be, universally, I don't want to say accepted because that's not the right word. She just, I guess her brand of humor is very niche, she obviously is popular with, I'm going to say younger generations.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, it's like we had said before, her role in Shang-Chi. Would the movie have been as good without her? Yeah. Would it have been, if somebody else had played her character, if a different actress had played the character, would it have changed anything? No. So her being in the movie did not bring anything to the table that it, would have made it any better. And if she weren't in it, it would not have made it worse, so yeah. I don't care for her brand of humor when it comes to everything. Certain things, yeah, absolutely, but
the thing is, they also tried making her too much of a almost like an action hero in this film, because her character was like busting all kinds of crazy moves and shooting up people and doing all this stuff, and it was just like,
well, it's almost like what they did with her character in Shang-Chi. She's supposed to just be this average person, but then she becomes this badass because of, with the bow and arrow and I don't know.
Yeah. So should you go see Renfield? I'm not going to say yes. Should you see it when it's on like a streaming service where you're going to pay maybe like $3 or free? Sure.
Or if nothing else, at least a matinee.
You know what? Even a matinee is too much. I don't
really?
think yeah, because I went to, so shout out to the Harkin, which is a really cool movie theater not too far from my house. Harkin's been a theater I've gone to for a number of years with my daughter and seen a lot of great movies there. And like, even there for like a evening movie, it's only $12, which is cheap compared to AMC, where it's like $16, almost $18. So definitely, if you guys have a Harkin nearby, I've never been to it, go. They're a great movie theater. They always, they have all the latest stuff just like everybody else. So check them out. So there's shameless plug for them, because who knows? Maybe they can do something for us. We can start doing movies there at their place, because they do rent out their movie theaters.
Oh, really?
And yeah, it's a really cool thing that they do there. But I was thinking of also possibly, because they do a popcorn to go with a heater, which is a really cool, like, it's like a whole thing like this big. It's like a glass thing, and it says "Harking" on the front, and you can get their popcorn to go
Really?
fresh, and then you pour it in there, and it'll keep it warm. So, like for our what do you call it? For doing our Master Geek Theater, it would be kind of
That'd be
cool
awesome.
too. Yeah, so I was all like, "That's what I want to do." But yeah,
That would be awesome.
So, but like I said, even though I paid only $12, that's still, I was kind of like, it just, I don't know. I guess
Yeah.
there hasn't been a movie yet, and again, aside from like John Wick, which I have not gotten to see, which I know is obviously doing really well in the movie theaters, that I really want to see now. I'll definitely go see The Pope's Exorcist, because that was something we had talked about, and but I don't know. This is just, that one was like, okay. You know what? We've given it enough. Now people are probably gonna want to go see it because they're like, oh my god, they've been talking about it so much. Yeah, sorry, didn't mean to, because I'm also trying to do something that at the same time, and I'm trying to stretch this out to find what you had asked for. I think it was like Toy Arc or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyways, all right. You know what? Sorry guys. We are going to now talk about something else.
This one is from my one and only true love, Princess Peach.
This is just
Peach, you're so cool.
Just sing it, brother. Yes.
We're gonna rule. Peach, understand.
Yes.
I'm gonna
Understand, please.
love you till the very end. Peaches, 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 peaches. Oh, yeah.
Yes, guys, we are playing that song because the number one movie for the weekend, the juggernaut that is the Super Mario Brothers movie, 92 million for just this weekend alone. Okay.
Yep.
They're up to 366 million from the day that they opened till now. They are destroying everybody. This is what made number one for this weekend again. And then Dennis told me about this song, and I was all like, nothing against Jack Black, because I do like Jack Black, and some of the videos I've seen are actually really good that he does. Okay. Thank you, Jack. That was great.
So, I mean, the big thing about the song is the fact that this thing has gone so viral that it would not surprise me to see it actually chart. Who knows? Maybe even hit like gold, platinum. Who knows? I mean, yeah, Jack Black. I've always been a fan of Jack Black. I love I love the Tenacious D stuff, and it's right up my alley in that sense. But I don't fully grasp why this song is being embraced so wholeheartedly by everybody. I don't know if it's because of the popularity of the movie itself, or because of just the absurdity of the fact that the song is literally just him over and over again saying peaches.
I don't know what is the issue or what it is about the song. I mean, again, Jack Black, seriously talented. I do like him. I've loved everything that he's been in so far, as the movies that he's been in. Have not seen this movie, but like you and me were talking about before this one, it's like, where are where are the parents out there to teach their kids about music? And again, but not to take away from anything from Jack Black, because he honestly is a talented musician, and you can tell
Yeah.
by Tenacious D. But still, it's like, okay, so it's a possibility that the Super Mario Brothers movie is now starting to get more traction because of that. I've seen, I don't know how many like toys with Jack Black now. Like they've switched out his head onto a Bowser
Yeah.
and put him on
Yeah.
this. So he's helping to drive people to go see this movie. So
Well, and I mean, ultimately, that's kind of the goal, and I get that.
course.
But again, I'm just not entirely certain why it's being embraced so, so wholeheartedly.
I couldn't tell you. And
Yeah.
we've been talking about this movie now since it's open, and it hasn't, again, I don't think it's like this weekend is going to open up in Japan. So just think of what this weekend's going to be now. If this past weekend was 92 million, think about this coming weekend again. It's going to bust over 100 million.
Yeah. Oh, easily.
So we're looking at this movie on the way to making $1 billion, which is ridiculous, but it's on its way.
Yeah, and that's yes, you guys heard correctly. Billion with a B.
Yeah.
Yes.
So just had to put that out there because it released April 5th. Here we are, and this weekend is still third weekend in a row, still making over.
And it's still, yep.
It's just it's insane. So I had to look really hard for what will be coming up this weekend because there's nothing really good. Nothing.
There's nothing.
But I am curious about this one, which is opening up this Friday, which is Evil Dead Rise. For those of you that have never seen any of the Evil Dead movies, go out, watch those before you even go to see this movie, because you really do have to know the backstory, honestly.
Yeah. Well, and you get to see Bruce Campbell at his finest.
Yeah, exactly. But when you go to look up Evil Dead, make sure you start with Evil Dead with Bruce Campbell in it. Watch Evil Dead 2, which is, some people argue, well, it's just basically Sam Raimi has more money and that's why he made his first movie. Yes and no,
Okay.
But whatever. It was just as good, if not better. And it led to the next one, which was Army of Darkness, which is that's a sequel to Evil Dead.
Yep.
So it would be the third one. Then if you want to, and I'm saying if you want to, go or watch Evil Dead, which is the reboot from 2000. I believe it was like 16 or something like that. 2000.
I believe so. 2016, 2017, something like that.
On there. It's a total reboot of the original one, and it was Sam Raimi. And at the very end, you get a little blurb from Bruce Campbell, which I loved. But then that leads to this one, which is Evil Dead Rising, which everywhere I've been watching videos about this, they talk about how, and even at the theater, it was one of the commercials in between or right before, how they have those pre-movie things or whatever, not the actual trailers, but like leading up to the trailers with Maria Menounos.
Oh, yeah.
So they had, I forgot the other girl's name, but she was like, well, the Deadites moved from the forest into a high-rise building. I was like, okay. Well. So basically it looks like what they did was somebody got the Book of the Dead and has now brought it to a high-rise apartment, and it's now they're loose inside the high-rise.
Yeah.
So that's the premise. Does it look good? It looks pretty good. It looks very bloody. and
Well, I will admit that the lead actress, that looks like the antagonist of the movie, she looks very creepy. That
oh hell
smile is
yeah,
doing a lot to trigger the goosebumps and creepy feelings. But I don't know. Every time I watch a trailer for it, every time I watch a commercial for it, it's not drawing me in. So I honestly, excuse me, I don't know for sure if I'm going to see this before it leaves the theaters. I don't know for sure.
I might go see it. Big on the might, but we'll see.
Yeah.
But that's what's coming out this weekend. Yeah, yes, and I'm sure we're gonna get people saying, "Well, there's a lot of other movies coming out." Yes, there are. There are a lot of other movies coming out this weekend, but a lot of that list had like limited release,
Yeah.
and but none of them look like I haven't seen any trailers for them. So okay, fine. I didn't watch any trailers for those, but they also don't look like. When I started looking them over, I was like, I wouldn't go see that. I wouldn't recommend anybody see that. It's nothing like Beau is Afraid.
Yeah. You know what? I'm not even going to comment on this one because as soon as I watched the trailer for it, I was just like, I'm out. I'm out.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate because
It's Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah. And on top of that, a lot of now obviously the actors are not going to, they're not going to downplay a movie that they're in. They're going to try and sell it. They want you to go see it because they want to get paid.
Yeah.
Not to sound super, jaded about it, but of course actors are they're gonna want you to go out and see the movie. They want to be able to say that they were a part of something that was worth their time and effort. But again, it's Joaquin Phoenix, great actor. He's got a whole laundry list of films that he's been in that were incredible, but it just is not drawing me in. And I don't know.
And so the genres that this falls under is comedy, drama, horror.
Right.
Why horror?
But and that's the thing is you would think, well, that falls right in line with what like Evil Dead, the first two Evil Deads and Army of Darkness. They were very much like tongue-in-cheek humor, very they had like a dark sense of humor to it.
Yeah.
But they were horror movies as well,
Yeah.
and so you would think, okay, it's worked before.
But this
I don't know.
This is not a horror. I've seen the trailer. I saw it on. It's been like, I don't know why it keeps popping up on Instagram, but it's like a sudden death of his mother, a mild-mannered but anxiety-ridden man confronts his darkest fears as he embarks on an epic Confucius Odyssey. Odyssey back home. So are you telling me because he's anxiety-ridden, that's a horror? Or should you feel bad because this guy, it's actually a drama because the guy's, trying to get home, and I don't know. I'm not even gonna. It's a limited release, guys. If you want to go see it, go see it.
Yeah.
But it's like other people's children. Chevalier, yeah. It's a Walt Disney Studio motion picture. I'm shocked.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. No. Yeah, no. Say I Do to Me. Oh my god. Coming of age fairy tale comedy. Ping, a YouTuber, already out. You lost me right there. Ping, a YouTuber. Nope, I'm done. So anyways, guys, for the most part, I would just say that, yeah, your best bet might be Evil Dead Rising, or go see Super Mario Brothers if you haven't seen it, or go see John Wick, or the Pope's Exorcist. Those are the movies I would recommend for this coming weekend if you guys are looking for anything. But yeah, that's it's disappointing, man. I seriously, it's like I want to go to the movies more, but I also don't want to because I don't want to spend the money if the movie's gonna be disappointing.
Yeah, exactly.
And like comedies, I definitely don't spend the money on in a movie theater. I've never gone to go see a comedy in the movie theater. Just because it's like it'll give me the same effect as if I was watching it on TV. So, yeah. I'm sorry, guys. I know. All one of you guys out there, yeah, I know. Pretty brutal. Wish I knew who that was.
It could be Mike. It could be Lupe. It's a Twitch watcher.
Oh, okay. It's somebody that one of you guys just.
Or it could be anybody. It could be anybody.
This is true. But all right, guys, that was. All right, moving on. We are definitely rolling into. Let's see what we got for this. All right, video game reviews. So, Dennis, I know I usually lean heavily on you for this one because you do know more with video games and read more and all that other stuff. And this time we both came kind of with the goose egg because we're obviously, and you said the biggest thing for you was that
Microsoft took my money today. Yeah, Microsoft took my money today for Star Wars Jedi Survivor. So I'm actually very excited. Basically 8 more days, and I get to live as Cal Kestis yet again and explore planets throughout the Star Wars galaxy in the post Rise of the Empire era. So I am actually very excited for this game. It just, the more and more I see gameplay trailers and little things about the changes that they've made to the game, I'm super excited to get into it. There's going to be all of the amazing lightsaber battles and that aspect of taking on the Empire as a one-man army, so to speak. A lone Jedi, lone Force user taking on the Empire in their own way, in your own way. But I mean, you can now ride animals, like you can grab onto like flying creatures and fly to areas of the map. There's new lightsaber styles there. You can dual wield lightsabers, Ahsoka style, where you've got one short lightsaber going on the downhand with the larger upright. Dual blade Darth Maul style. You can use a blaster now. So it's super cool. So I am very stoked for that. And then of course, everybody's waiting with bated breath for Diablo 4, as well as the new Zelda game coming in about a month. So that stuff is all on the horizon. The other thing that I'm really looking forward to, which is a little ways down the road in September, is Starfield. One of the new open world games that's coming out from Bethesda, who they really cornered the market on the open world RPG game with the Fallout series, the Elder Scrolls series. So I'm super excited for that one as well.
Yeah, I want to play Jedi Survivor. The problem is that I got to finish the first one.
Yes, you do, actually. That's actually a very good point. If anybody out there, if you have not played Jedi Fallen Order, you definitely need to play it before you pick up Jedi Survivor.
Yeah, well, it's
For
also
one,
it's a big game. Like, it's a long game,
it is. It is.
and unfortunately, I don't always have the time to be able to sit down and dedicate as much time as I'd like to play. And sometimes I'll be honest with you guys, and this is gonna sound bad, but I do actually get bored after a while of playing, because and Dennis will attest to this. I'm not one to
You have a hard time sitting down and like getting it like emotionally invested in a game.
yeah. But because I got to keep going, I got to do something else.
Yeah.
I've always got my mind's going all over the place, and it's like, so yeah.
It's almost like ADD, but not in a negative way.
No, because if I did have ADD, I don't think we would have any of these shows that we have. We wouldn't be here right now with you guys.
It's true.
So, but I do want to finish Star Wars Survivor, or Star Wars
Fallen Order.
Fallen Order.
Yeah.
I do want to finish. I was close to finishing Zelda, which is, again, another huge world, and that one's more compact. I could actually take that with me wherever I go on my Switch. So, and it's like, dude, there are so many games that are actually coming out that are good that I do want to play.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, and that's the other really nice thing about the state of video games right now, is the fact that the options are so, I mean, they're so wide open. Sony and Microsoft both have opened up their platforms to be able to play a lot of the titles that are out there. There's very few games that are console exclusives. Now that's gonna be changing. We've already seen, like, with God of War, that's a Sony exclusive. Yes, it's available on PC. Most PCs run Windows, so does Microsoft have access to it? Yes, but you're still paying Sony for the license to play the game. It's not available through Game Pass or anything like that. You still gotta pay Sony for the game. And we're going to be seeing some of that stuff on Microsoft's end as well with the acquisition of Bethesda. There's a lot of speculation that the next Elder Scrolls game is probably going to be, Game Pass / Xbox exclusive. But obviously that's speculation. We do know that Starfield is going to be PC as well as Game Pass day one available. So if you're a Game Pass subscriber, you will be able to play Starfield day one at no extra cost.
Sorry, really quick. I mean, speaking of like cross-platforms and stuff like that, so one thing that, and we're going to step away from newer games, because it was something that I brought up to you. I think it was like yesterday or the day before. And it had to do with, I saw somebody post up. I really don't want to say who posted up, as of, I think it was on Tuesday that they posted up, so yesterday, talking about Arkham Knights, the whole game collection, actually 1, 2, and 3, being available to purchase for $2 per game. Obviously, it says you have to buy the whole collection, which comes out to $6 for $6 for PlayStation, $9 for Xbox. It wasn't available on any like Steam or anything like that, but they posted this up. I went to go look for it because I did like the first Arkham Knights. So
Arkham Asylum was amazing.
It was great, but I was like, shoot, man, $6. I'm gonna buy the whole collection. Heck yeah,
sure.
Because the newer one is going to be coming out soon, or the newer one is out. But they weren't making that available.
Well, no, they're all out. They're not making any more Arkham games.
I think they did this because of the popularity of Batman right now. It's starting to peak again.
Yes.
Because of the video, because obviously he's going to be in the new Flash movie, and we're going to see our 1989 Batman, Michael Keaton. That's our Batman. So after me doing some research, because I was like, I want to buy these. Yeah, so whoever that person or whoever that website company, whatever, I don't know how to describe them. They put out some false news. So if you guys saw that yesterday, let me just cut it right here for you guys. That sale ended last week. Like it was up for a couple days and then it ended. Yeah. So just to help you guys out, so you guys aren't like, oh my god, I'm going to search for. They're back up to $39 and $49.
Yeah.
For the collection. So
here's the other irony to that story. So Arkham Asylum, at least for console players. So Arkham Asylum came out on the 360. Mm-hmm. That is still available on Game Pass if you are a Game Pass user. So you can play it on PC or the Xbox platform. It is available on Game Pass. So that's still there. Arkham Knight, which was the last one, the most recent one that they're releasing in the series, is also still available on Game Pass. But they don't have the second one available on Game Pass. That one you still have to purchase, whether it's, like Eugene said, on Steam or a console platform, what have you. So there's a little bit of like confusion, and especially because when you had brought that up, we were talking about it, and then you realize the day of when it when it was no longer on sale, the article was published after the sale had ended.
Yeah. So guys, if you want to do something like this, where you're going to be posting stuff up, and I've been told that it doesn't matter when you post up your stuff, it's always going to still be relevant. No, some stuff is not always.
Nope.
So just be careful what you guys post up when you guys post it up, because you guys should really check your facts. Anyways, enough of that. I found a couple things which I just wanted to bring up, which I don't know if you guys how many of you guys out there are still big on Pokemon Go. I still love Pokemon. Obviously, I have a pair of some Pikachus. Dennis has a pair of some Squirtles.
I've got my Squirtles.
He's got his Squirtles. I got my Pikachus.
And I still play Pokemon Go. I still log in every day, and I see what I can find. So I still play.
So Dennis is one of those that still goes on and plays. And Pokemon Go just announced, this is thanks to GameRants.com. GameRants.com is where I can't even talk. That ghost is really running through me.
Right.
But GameRant.com is a site that we do go to every so often to check up on our news as far as video games and what comes out, because they do bring up a lot of stuff, and it's literally relevant up to like maybe even an hour or two before we even come on. This story actually just came out 4 hours ago. So, I mean, obviously, how relevant is this? It's pretty dang relevant. So, Pokemon Go announced a new special research that will mark the global debut of Shaymin in, God, I hate these names. Niantic. There we go. Niantic's game. April is approaching its last week, but Pokemon Go keeps bringing exciting new content. These announcements add new features to the game, giving players something to look forward to. And if you guys want to see the whole article, so they're obviously adding in a bunch of new stuff. Have you noticed any of this new stuff?
No, I haven't seen anything that they're discussing in this article, so it may not have been released worldwide yet. Because they usually, what Niantic does is they will release updates to the game regionally. So, for example, Asia will get it first, then onto Europe, and so on and so forth. Nothing in this article that I've seen in the game yet, but I imagine it's going to be coming very quickly, especially in light of the fact that Niantic is supposedly working on another AR mobile game. It's based around Marvel superheroes, although from what early reports have been said, it plays exactly like Pokemon Go. which worries me because you're going around catching Marvel superheroes in the wild, and I mean, I don't know. As of right now, it's only available in New Zealand, and so far, the people who are playing it in New Zealand say that it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, because what are you gonna do? Throw a ball at freaking Captain America?
Exactly.
Captain America, I choose you, and just tink off the shield. It's like, oh, well, I don't got Captain America. But so there's that, and then the other story I wanted to talk about just a little bit, because we've been running this one for a while now. So it's a PC game, and it's called Unrecord. It's supposed to be, and the article states that it's a realistic body cam FPS game is causing controversy on social media. And we were talking a little bit about this, and I'm looking at just the screenshot of this, and it looks freaking like clear.
It looks like body cam.
Yeah, it really does, and to the point where you're seeing like shells that are ejecting out of your freaking weapon, and they're clear as day. You know, and so the whole controversy is that people are saying that it's too realistic and it's called Unrecord. It's divided. Again, another story from GameRants.com, but it's divided gamers over the realism of the game, the visuals of it, and also that it's a police-centric storyline. So
I feel like this is going to be a bad. It's a bad take, and here's why. Not because I believe that video games are, going to be responsible for people doing stupid crap. I do not believe, as an avid gamer, and especially back when I was still playing games like Call of Duty and other first-person shooters much more heavily than I do now, I never believed that video games had ever made me want to go out and hurt other people. It never made me want to act violently towards anyone else. I mean, and that's not to say that unfortunately there are people in this world who, they have a limited worldview. They have mental illness that causes them to maybe get a little, too heavily invested in gameplay and stuff like that. That it may have caused that individual to do it, but this video games are not what is going to be the downfall of our younger generations. They weren't for our generation. They're certainly not going to be for the next one. Yeah. However, that being said, it's becoming harder and harder. I shouldn't say not harder. It's becoming the line between reality and virtual reality is becoming thinner and thinner as time goes by. And games like this, where, as you said, this is essentially like, it's almost like you're playing as a police officer and this is your body cam footage. There's already such a huge anti-police sentiment out there. I feel like this is a bad idea. I feel like it's a bad idea.
I think getting a game like this and making it even more realistic compared to what is already out there, it's like, look, we don't need that. And to you, like you said, this is not going to cause you to get out there and want to shoot people up or anything like that. But this could, and I've already talked to some people, and it has nothing to do with this article that we're reading now. It's just talking about stuff that already think that because they've played Call of Duty, and I know this sounds stupid, but because they've played Call of Duty, they think that they could handle a weapon like they can in the game.
Exactly.
And that they would be able to do all that they do in the game and be able to get out there and literally just put rounds down range and be amazing because they're good at Call of Duty. And it's like, no, that's not how real life works.
No, it's not.
Take it from me, because I handle real weapons on a daily. Obviously not in the last 12 days because I've been home because I'm on leave. But my career has been, weapons is what I deal with. It's what I
Right.
do. Yes, if anybody that knows me that was at the range 2 weeks ago with me, yes, I didn't shoot the greatest because when I got out there, it's like, dude, I don't even want to be here. So it's just like, it was almost like I went pop, 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 pop. Did I pass? Nope. All right, I'll reshoot. But I can shoot and I will hit my target every time. But it's not like Call of Duty. And I feel that something like this can get people into the mindset that I can do this and all this other stuff. It's like, I'm on the side of, you know what? More realistic is a bad idea. Leave it the way it is and just have fun with it. So,
yeah, I mean, I have to agree with you. I feel like it's going to be more trouble than it's worth.
mm-hmm.
And again, there's so much anti-police sentiment. There's so much anti-gun sentiment out there right now. Yeah, maybe it's because of the timing. Maybe the timing is what's bad.
I think so, and I just don't need more things to come out because to give more of those anti-gun nuts more fuel to take away my right to carry a weapon.
Well, not only that, but in even a small way, that affects a lot of people's livelihoods. It affects your livelihood. I mean, that you are that's one of the aspects of your job out in the real world. And it affects people's livelihoods. Not everyone out there who owns a gun is intending to use it to harm other people, for one. Secondly, yes, are there a-hole cops? Absolutely.
Of course.
And it's like I say, the squeaky wheel gets the grease.
Yeah,
bad news is going to get spread a lot faster than good news.
Yeah, I mean, just like there's like douchebag, soldiers. Yeah, there is. We all are. Hey, deal with it.
I think they're called Marines, but
no, those are the guys that have no brains. Totally different.
That's right. They're the ones in the corner eating the crayons.
Yes, they are.
Oh, okay. For you gamers out there, most of them are Titan mains. So.
All right, guys.
Anyway,
enough of this video game stuff.
Well, one last thing. Sorry, one last thing. So going reversing a little bit. So Niantic is also releasing another new AR mobile game. This one I'm actually very excited for. So I wanted to kind of share it with you guys. It looks like it's going to be coming out within the next week or so. They are releasing a Monster Hunter AR mobile game. And it's going to be in the same vein as Pokemon Go. So let's check it out.
Okay. Oh, that's it?
Oh, come on. There. Why is it not? What's going on?
I don't know. You want me to get it? Where'd you find it?
On YouTube.
Okay. On YouTube?
On the YouTube.
Monster Hunter mobile?
Are you able to share my screen that I have right there? Can you see it?
I don't see it. It's just circling.
Here we go.
Okay.
Or not. Maybe you can do it.
All right, I'll bring it up. That's what happens when, our internet's not the greatest.
Well, and on my end, I've got other people in the house that are eating up bandwidth right now, so.
I don't see it. Maybe I'm not type Monster Hunter.
It's going to be called Monster Hunter Now.
Monster Hunter. Monster teaser. Let's see. All right.
Yep, that's the one. Uh-oh.
All right. That looks pretty cool.
It does. I mean,
I can get behind that.
the Monster Hunter games are so much fun. They're a bit of a grind, not gonna lie. Especially for the materials to create new armor and weapons and stuff like that. But they were so much fun. And I mean, if they can kind of follow that same vein that Pokemon Go has, where actually going to different locations and searching for the different dragons and different beasts and things like that. I mean, it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun.
Definitely gonna check it out. Coming in September. Oh, excuse me, this year. So, all right, guys. Now it is
game over.
So, yes, game over. Moving on to I don't really, you know what? I looked on our favorite toy site, and I don't see anything good that's coming out. I mean, NECA's got some new stuff.
I do.
What do you see?
So, kind of going hand in hand. So we did just have Star Wars Celebration in Europe.
Okay, really quick. Then, since you found something. Had to throw that in there.
Awesome. All right. So, as I was saying, we just had Star Wars Celebration Europe just a few weeks ago, and during that, we had all kinds of super cool announcements. We've got new movie shows coming up, the Ahsoka show, the Acolyte. Very exciting about that. They did say that they're going to be making 3 more movies, one of which is going to have Daisy Ridley reprising her role.
You want to know what I say to that? No. All right, carry on.
Yeah, this is Eugene when he heard it.
Game over.
Yep.
Game over.
Oh yeah. I literally was just like, you know what? That's it.
Yeah.
Take it all down.
Yeah. Anyway, however, Hasbro did announce they are going to be releasing some new Star Wars toys that got me very hyped up. So they did release the new Bad Batch Black Series figures. So very excited for that, and hopefully, let me see if this will work. I'd like to try and get it to share here. So I'm going to try this again. Let's see. Okay. So I'm going to open this up a little bit. All right. So as you can see, so they've got Chopper from the Star Wars Rebels series there, but
that's a big size freaking chopper.
It is a big chopper. It is a big chopper. But we see my boy Echo there, looking very heavy duty. And this is obviously, this is got the newer build with the different armor style and stuff like that from the closer of the series. This is the one that gets me the most excited right here, though. Republic Commando. And it's not the animated version. I've been wanting one of these figures for so long, and I am hyped that they are releasing it. So that was super exciting.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not digging on Hunter, though.
Okay, so yeah. I was a little leery of the character design when I first saw the cartoon. I said, I don't know how well this is going to translate to a Black Series figure, mainly because all of the clones are supposed to be modeled after Temuera Morrison, and this dude has, you know, a Rambo mullet and half of his face is tattooed with a skull.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But it's also...
Am I going to buy it? Absolutely. Absolutely.
I don't know. I'm not big on just the colors of his armor and everything.
Yeah, see, I mean, and again, it's the new color scheme for them. You know, they changed up. They got rid of their you know, military issue armor color scheme in order to try and kind of hide from the Empire and what have you.
But it doesn't translate well into the figure, it looks like.
It doesn't. The color scheme does not. But again, am I going to buy it? Probably. And we see Wrecker right here. Wrecker is probably one of the more popular characters from the Bad Batch.
Yeah.
You know, they've got Omega, and then here's my boy Tech. Rip Tech. You know what? Spoilers are over. I'm not even gonna. You guys have had plenty of time to watch.
I haven't had time to watch. Don't. I already have an idea, but still, no.
All right. Well, there's my boy Tech.
Let me cry on my own.
So there was that one, and those were some of the stuff that they were talking about from day one of Star Wars Celebration, and then that Chopper figure, as you can see, he's a good size, and it looks like it's going to have like voice command. It'll actually like move around and stuff like that. So that was pretty cool. And then as we see, you know, they've got the Black Series Republic Commando. Super excited about that.
Yeah, well, the cool thing about this site is it also gives you like the retail price, approximate retail price. Dude, that Chopper's coming in at $80.
Yes.
For a 7.5-inch tall.
Yep.
Animatronic. It's like, okay, it really is cool, but
is it worth $80? I don't know. I don't think so. Yeah. So here's the one that excited me though as well. So on day 2, they announced another series. It's going to be some legacy figures, as well as the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi, which is super awesome. But these here, right here, hang on, let me get in here.
These nuts.
Nope, not those nuts.
Okay, so let me start off by saying no to the Anakin as far as the remakes from George. Anakin as a Force spirit.
See,
no,
you're just a hater, Eugene. You're just a hater.
No, just no, guys. No, stop.
So they're gonna, as Eugene said, they're gonna be releasing. I believe it's gonna be individual, so you don't have to buy all 3. But we see Yoda here as a Force ghost. There's Obi-Wan Kenobi as a Force ghost.
Again, I'm fine.
Yeah, I mean and I love this sculpt as well.
Yeah, it's a good one.
You know, this really does look a lot like Alec Guinness, which I'm super excited about.
Oh yeah.
You know, but the thing that really caught my eye is the fact that they're partial translucent on the figure itself to make it, you know, give a little bit of that kind of ethereal look. That's super cool to me. But then now we've got Anakin here
Yeah, but no.
as the Force Ghost. This is the part.
Yeah.
This here is what I thought was super cool. You can see they've actually got a cloth cloak on the figures that is kind of sheer, and that to me is super cool. I mean, look at that. It just looks so cool.
It is. It's really cool, but and then they've got 2 different packages apparently. If you look down, so they are doing a 3-pack of all 3 of them, which I'm going to say no.
Slap on the hand. No.
Exactly. No. Why? Wrong. Shame on you, Lucas. Shame on you. For shame.
Yeah. See, there it is. There's the 3-pack there. Okay.
Yeah. No.
I don't know. Me personally, I thought I thought it was cool. It's a cool idea.
Yeah, it's a cool idea. I'm not knocking that.
Yeah. But we're also gonna see. Let me back it up here a little bit.
Actually, now that you bring up Return of the Jedi's 40th anniversary, I think it was at, of all places, the Harkin. I think they're going to be showing it.
Oh well, guess what we're going to be doing?
We've got to go see it. Let's see. Hold on. Showtimes. Showtime. Oh shoot. They're airing it. They're showing it right now.
Well, yeah, you got to remember this was announced like almost 2 weeks ago.
No. I'm sorry. Friday the 28th of this month, they'll be showing it in multiple theaters.
Nice.
So I think we should be going to go see it. Let me see. When's my next day home? The 28th. I think we should go see it on the 20th. It's a Friday. Can you do the Friday?
Well, yeah, it'd have to be later in the day because I've got my kiddo with me.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can definitely do a Friday.
We probably have to do. Yeah, so I would have been able to go Saturday, but I switched days so I could be home, or to switch days with somebody else. May the 4th. Go see it on May the 4th.
Yes, that was what I was actually going to suggest. It would be the perfect day to do it.
But unfortunately, they're only showing it like on that day at one time, and they're all during the day, literally.
Oh, boo! In that case, sorry, you're not getting my money.
Down by you would be AMC Orange 30.
Yep.
But that's at 310.
Yep.
Shoot, that would have been cool to go see on May the 4th. And I was home that day too. But we could still go see it prior to that. So, anyways.
And then day 3. So day 3, this was the other figure that I was super stoked about. Was it's Old Man Darth Maul. So as we can see, he's actually running one of the tell your son to put it in a box and send it to me.
He doesn't need it. He doesn't deserve it.
He doesn't need it. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve it, but he doesn't need it. I do. But this was the other figure that I was super excited for, is the Old Man Darth Maul. As you can see, he's running a dual bladed. It's one of the 7. There was like the first brother, 7th sister, so on like that. It's one of those lightsabers, but it's with his droid legs. This is everything to me, because I fully glommed onto the concept of that Darth Maul did not die after he was cut in half, and they explored that in the cartoons and within some of the expanded universe books, where he was found and given initially was given almost like a spider, but like a cybernetic spider's body.
Mhm.
And I mean, he was just mentally off the rails. And then, you know, they explored that in the Star Wars Clone Wars series. You know, his brothers Savage Opress found him and brought him, kind of, you know, restored some of his sanity and gave him these legs. And from there, he went on to become, you know, basically a criminal underlord, the leader of the Black Sun Syndicate, which we saw in the Han Solo movie. He had that brief cameo in the Solo movie,
which nothing came about of it because that movie sucked. But
that was the only part of the movie that was good.
Yeah, that was it. That was like one little thing, but it's not. It didn't save it.
Yeah, no, it didn't.
So,
and then a random Ithorian Jedi who I've never heard of before is going to be released alongside that Darth Maul. So keep an eye out for those things, though. You know, I again, if you're like me, who is just a sucker for these toys, I mean, yeah, am I going to be buying the Bad Batch things? Yeah, absolutely. Am I going to get that Darth Maul? Yeah, absolutely. But I still think the Black Series Hasbro toys are, the sculpts are great. You know, the designs that they've come up with for them are really, really cool. And especially because they've leaned very heavily into, you know, my thing is like stormtroopers and clone troopers and things like that. And they definitely feed that need for me. So got me real excited.
Well, guys, that is I got to work on that one. It just it dies out. So, but yeah, guys. So that's our segments. If you guys missed out this weekend, we actually did our first Master Geek Theater, which was a master disaster. We're still learning how to do the whole live watch party, which once we got it rolling, it worked.
Oh, it was great.
It was great.
Yeah.
So you guys missed out. We watched Sidekicks. We weren't able to watch American Ninja because according to Watch Party's rules, you can only watch what is available for free on Amazon Prime, not a subscription that you have attached to Amazon Prime, strictly what's on Amazon Prime. So we had to do a kind of a quick audible and switch it up to a Chuck Norris classic starring Jonathan Brandis, Chuck Norris, Joe Piscopo,
and
Mako.
Yes.
Mako. Bo Bridges, Danica McKellen.
Danica McKellar, yeah. Winnie Cooper herself.
Winnie Cooper. Oh,
Winnie Cooper.
Yeah, perv, dude. But it was actually, once we got it rolling, we had a lot of fun. We had our two, they called themselves the Backstage Boys.
The Backstage Boys. I was just like, that needs a little bit of working.
Yeah, we're gonna work with them on that. They're young, so. But we had them on to do all our technical stuff, which it looks like they're going to be handling a lot more of our technical side of things, especially when we do live events. We're working at doing more live stuff, and I think the next movie we should do, as long as it stays free on Amazon, which I'm sure it will, because it's not a huge movie. But it's a movie classic that I do swear that, like, this isn't it wasn't a real movie, but it was a real movie, and it was called. Hold on, let me get the picture up. Hold on, let me get a good one. That's not gonna zoom in. There it is. Now, if you don't remember this movie, it's okay because it was horrible as it is. But Boom! Laser blast.
Oh, no way. I
You
hope
remember
it
this
stays
movie?
on there. We definitely got to watch this.
You remember this movie?
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay.
Hell
I
yeah.
didn't, I didn't think anybody else would remember this movie except for me because I was like, I remember seeing this movie on for this area was Channel 13 UPN showed it
Yep.
a lot.
Yep.
Horrible movie, but it was a
Yep.
dude that was in a wheelchair found this laser blaster thing, and all of a sudden he started like he was able to get out of his wheelchair. He was trying to walk around. He was carrying this laser blaster around. Yes, Lupe, do you remember this movie? I'm sure you've
Remember
got
that
one.
he puts the little medallion thing on and it like burns
Yeah,
into his skin, and then
yeah, and then he starts losing his mind,
yep,
and he starts turning into this like into I don't know what it was that he was turning into,
like
but
a zombie zombified something. I don't know.
yeah, because like there's pictures here that show him he's like turning into an alien, like a
Yeah.
monster,
Yeah.
and he's I guess these aliens are come down and they're supposed to be like the almost like the police to police up this weapon that dropped, and he's now fighting against them, and
Yep. And
it's
randomly killing the town bullies, and chasing after the girl in the skimpy bikini. Yeah. It
yeah.
was so amazing. It's so amazing.
So what sparked that off for me was I was on Instagram, because obviously I check it check it a lot because of this
Right.
show and our other show. But I saw this and I was like, that looks so familiar, like that alien. So they're coming out with a figure.
No, are you serious?
Yes. Yep. The Laser
Oh
Blast.
my God.
It's one of the aliens from Laser Blast.
Who's selling this?
Um,
What website is this?
this one is bigbadtoystore.com. The place that I did see it from originally, which was a place that I frequent every time I go to Vegas, it's let me put this up. I do like going to their stuff, and also I've gone to their booth because they've been down here. Nightmare Toys. I don't know if anybody's heard of this place, but they're actually really good. Nightmare Toys is a website, and their store is nothing but horror
Shoot.
film memorabilia, masks, props, action figures. So that's where I saw it first, was on this site. So I was all like, what? But they've got a lot of cool stuff. Look at that. Some of those figures that are on there.
I see Kurt Russell from
the original theme, yeah. So that's how I found out about how I started digging around for that, because I was like, oh my God, I do remember that movie. So as long, and I'm saying this, as long as it stays on Prime, this will be probably the next movie that we're going to do. So as
going to be amazing.
Give it like 2 weeks, and then we'll start seeing if it's still up, and then we'll probably start announcing it. But Laser Blast is going to be possibly the next movie.
It's amazing. If not, we have to look for. I have another movie that we could possibly watch, provided it's on there. So we got to look for it.
Just go onto Amazon and look at it. Anybody out there. Actually, anybody. If you guys find when I say like a bad movie, it's so bad that it's good, let us know. Hit us up on Instagram. Let us know if you got any suggestions. We'll look into the movies and we'll watch them ourselves or whatever. And, maybe we'll put it up and we'll do a Master Geek Theater on that. So, Lupe, I guess you've been quiet this one. I'm shocked. You've been the only one in here. Are you grinding away again on, what do you call it? On, what has he got going? Harry Potter?
Well, he's got AC Kids. He's got, Destiny. He's got AC Diesel. He's got a lot of paintball stuff going on. Round Rock is just a couple of weeks away, so.
Whatever. I mean, it's not that important. But, well, I mean, I guess that's pretty much it for now for us. And no, Dennis, it is not on there.
Dang.
Yeah, it's on Tubi. I wish we could stream stuff from Tubi, because that would be great. Was on paintball-related business in Houston. That's all I got to say to that. No, been playing Ghostwire Tokyo. Don't know what that is, but Dennis,
Tokyo. Yeah, we talked a little bit about that one on a previous episode. That's currently it just hit Game Pass.
Ah.
Yeah, and it initially was a Sony exclusive, and then they made the jump over to multi-platform. So
Ice Pirates, that is a great movie.
Ooh, that's a great movie.
I actually love that movie. I used to watch it every time it came on to, for us, it was KTLA Channel 5.
Yep.
Every time they aired it, I was watching it. I loved that movie. That was a great movie. Totally inappropriate for kids, but was great.
Yeah. Yes.
So, all right, guys. Well, that is going to do it for us tonight on Midweek Geek. As always, it was a lot of fun. I mean, a lot of information tonight. Pimp Pot.
Yep. Pimp Pot.
Or that frog chick. That thing was weird looking. The one that got crushed or blown up.
Got blown up.
Yeah. And then the chomper thing that was going for their nuts. Oh, no, not good. But anyways,
yeah.
All right, guys. Well, it's been, as always, great to be on with you guys. A lot of great information out there. Movies to look forward to, movies not to look forward to, video games that are going to be coming out, video games you don't need to pay attention to. New toys coming out, which Dennis is totally excited, messed his pants for the new Star Wars toys coming out.
Yes.
So, there we go. A lot of stuff. And wait, what else does Lupe have to say? The
she got blown up.
But that is going to do. Wait, what is? Man, now he's coming in. Now he's got great show. He always likes doing that. Just in that,
he likes to turn the screws. Yeah. Exactly. Wah, wah. Exactly. Thanks, Lupe. Thanks. Us working stiffs.
All right. Well, guys, that is going to do it for us tonight. Get out there, get some comic books, read them up, watch some movies, play some video games, buy some toys, do all this great stuff that we love to talk about on the Mid-Week Geek. If you want to catch our other show, which is the Geek Saga, go to comiccon-radio.com. We are part of the Comic-Con-Radio family, along with some buddies of ours up at Distance Nerding. Check out their shows. You can see all of it on, again, it's comiccon-radio.com. And there's also a lot of other really good podcasts that are on there that are all literally geek-centric. And if you guys want to check those out, you can go also onto their Instagram at comiccon-radio.com or Comiccon-Radio on Instagram. So for us, you guys can catch us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, all at The Geek Saga. On YouTube, you can actually look us up by either The Geek Saga 77 or just The Geek Saga. You will find all our Midweek Geeks and The Geek Saga show up on there. We have older episodes of The Geek Saga. The newer ones will come up soon, but we have to wait for Comic-Con Radio to kind of give us the go. So, but if you want to hit us up, talk to us about movies, suggest video games, suggest comic books, by all means, go onto our Instagram, DM us. We will answer. We do like talking to people. If you know any famous people, just push them our way. We'd love to interview them. We don't know any famous people yet, so soon. But soon. If anybody out there knows Sam Jones, I would love to talk to him. I know he does a lot of shows. He's actually going to be doing a con. I think he's going to be doing Ontario.
Really?
Yeah, so we might have to get tickets for that. So, but yeah, love to talk to that guy. Yeah, so I mean, that's pretty much it for us guys. So I think I'm starting to enjoy this new little tag that I'm doing at the end of the show. So, talked about a lot of great movies, talked about a lot of great video games. We love comic books. We review all this stuff. And in the great words of LeVar Burton, you don't have to take our word for it.